Alright, we are live. Thank you for watching. These are my thoughts on a certain subject. There are some books that don't contain certain things, and that's what this is about. What will you not find when you read the Book of Mormon? We could come up with an extremely long list, so most of these things on this list, there's a reason for them. 1. Modern names. This matters because the Book of Mormon is not proven false, because the modern archaeologists don't use the same names for the words that the people back then in the Book of Mormon used. You know, some people want to claim the Book of Mormon is disproven, but the Bible's proven, or one's more reliable than the other because we know where, and they run off a list of biblical cities. Yeah, we know where some of those places are, but that still doesn't disprove the Book of Mormon. And when it comes to the internal debate in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, where did the Book of Mormon happen? It would be bad arguing, bad logic to say, well, we know it happened in this place because of the name. No, we don't use the same names now. Archaeologists don't use the same names that the people in those times used. I'm convinced that the Hopewell Indians were the Nephites, the Hopewell people. They are named after the guy whose farm they first did some extensive digging on about the Hopewell Mounds, or the archaeologists that dug into them. Alright. We don't learn details about the temple ceremonies, and that doesn't disprove the Book of Mormon, but it's just, if you want to find out what happens inside temples of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, well, 1, it's sacred. There's some things you just shouldn't try to find out about. It's not us trying to overthrow the world, so it's not something that needs to be exposed like, you know, like a secret mafia ceremony should be exposed. The 3 degrees of glory. The Book of Mormon does not talk like there's 3 degrees of glory or more than 2 options. The Book of Mormon talks like we have 2 options after we die. It's not lying, there's just different ways to look at it. The way the Book of Mormon looks at it, there's the celestial kingdom, the best, and the Book of Mormon lets us know how to get there. And there's other. Now, it's not being dishonest or inaccurate if, you know, there's more than one other option, and you just tell somebody, well, everything that's not here is other. If I tell you how to drive to get to a certain place, and I say, well, you want to take this certain off-ramp to get off of the freeway, I'm not lying to you if I say, if you don't take that off-ramp, you're going to end up somewhere else. And I don't list every other possible place. But we need modern revelation. The Book of Mormon is true, but that doesn't mean that it's not good to have a living prophet or a modern prophet. Okay, I've got 3 things here that kind of belong together. The Book of Revelation. Nephi, the first prophet to write in the Book of Mormon, he saw the same things that John the Revelator saw that we now have recorded in the Book of Revelation, or the Revelation or Revelations of St. John is another name for it. The last book in the Bible. The last book, not as to when they were written, but the way they're organized now. But Nephi didn't write about it. He wrote that he saw those things, but he did not write what he saw. The Lord's life, the Book of Mormon very clearly, even more clearly than the New Testament, explains why Jesus Christ is important to us. what he does for us, what he can do for us, what he will do for us. And it does give very, very brief summaries and overviews of what miracles he did do. But you want to hear details about the miracle, what the specific things people were healed from, what they did when they were possessed. That's what the New Testament is for. You should read that and the Book of Mormon both. The Book of Mormon and the Bible are not opponents. They are teammates working together. Details of creation. The Book of Mormon bears testimony that God is the creator. You want more details than that? Look at Genesis 1 and 2. And other revelations God's given us, like the Pearl of Great Price. All three of those things are examples of why or how we still need the Bible. The Book of Mormon never claims to displace the Bible. So we still need the Bible, and that's why we love reading the Bible too, members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And that's why it's nonsensical for people, ex-Mormons, to say, I read the Bible and then I realized. No, the Bible does not disprove the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. The Bible does not tell you to apostatize from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Polygamy. The Book of Mormon does not tell us to engage in polygamy. It doesn't. That's, now, antagonists of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, that's one thing they like to poke at. Well, if the Book of Mormon's so true, why did God have to have Joseph Smith tell you to do something different than what's in the Book of Mormon? Well, we believe in all that God has revealed. God is allowed to change what he tells us to do. It doesn't mean he's changed God, changed himself, or a changing God, or that other things he's told us aren't true. Imagine a sports coach. He's going to give his team different advice based on what's happened already in the game, based on if there's players that are hurt, based on their opponent. That same coach is not changing the concept of the game just because, let's give a specific example. If there's a football coach that tells his team, we are not going to throw deep passes today because all of our good wide receivers are hurt. That's not him changing football and being a changing coach that he can't, can't trust to coach your team well. But the Book of Mormon does leave open the possibility for God. In Jacob chapter 2 is where it denounces polygamy most vociferously and in the most detail. There's some other places that hint that it's not a good idea to do polygamy when God isn't telling you. Jacob chapter 2 does leave open the door, the way it explains polygamy, for God to order polygamy in the future if God wants to or needs to. So, that is my list. Thank you for watching. You have a good day.